Hi, everyone, and welcome to another week of news writing. I finished grading your Unit 5 interviews, and I was really impressed with those. Good job with that. I'm in the process of grading the Unit 6 discussion and assignment. I don't anticipate that taking very long, and after that, I will grade your midterms and return those to you. So for this week, we are going to do Unit 9, Online Journalism and Media Law. I'm going to share my screen. Students will learn to think creatively about planning and writing packages designed for the web. Students will learn how to write headlines and summary blurbs to entice readers into their online stories. Students will learn how to use styles geared toward web readability, learn the importance of accuracy, a basic understanding of libel, and invasion of privacy. We're going to have a discussion and an assignment this week. We're going to be reading Chapter 12, Online Journalism, and Chapter 14, Media Law, and I'm going to go over that briefly with you right now. Chapter 12, Online Journalism, some coaching tips. Write short, simple sentences. Write clear headlines. Plan photos, audio, and video elements. It's one of the first things when we're developing okay, what are you going to work on today? What's this story about? I want to know what is the art that's going to go along with this, or what is the photo? Because it's a big deal in getting somebody to click on your story. It's necessary for a web story. Provide blogs, social media links, consider summaries or highlights for the story, and plan interactive elements. Could be polls, quizzes, discussion questions, or searchable graphics. Digital journalism, which is synonymous with online journalism, is the new norm. More newspapers and other printed or broadcast media are now publishing first on the web, in some cases eliminating print products altogether. A movement for this trend is called digital first, generally defined as publishing first online in any form of digital media, such as websites, blogs, social media, or on mobile media devices. And you'll excuse me if you hear some stuff going on in the background. There is construction going on upstairs above me. You don't have to write codes to do great digital journalism. Many free programs, such as WordPress and blog software, blogger.com, automatically create websites for you, but you need to understand qualities of online journalism and how to write well for the web. So qualities of online journalism: immediacy. As soon as news breaks, it should be posted on the web. Interactivity. Interactivity is a key element that makes online news distinctive from the traditional print or broadcast media. Innovation. Storytelling on the web can take many forms. The inverted pyramid, which I'm the big fan of, and I look for that from you guys, is still preferable for breaking news stories, but you can also tell stories in many other ways. And some of you did, and some of the stuff I've been reading, and I've just been really happy. I love the inverted pyramid, but some of you also took risks and told stories in a different way, more of the long form feature. And I really liked that. And I responded to you in the comments with that. Multimedia. In the past, multimedia projects were limited to major projects. But now multimedia is standard on many print and broadcast websites. Online readers. Many web stories are versions of a print or broadcast story, but online users don't read the same way on the web as they do in print publications. There's a section in here on eye track studies that I thought was pretty interesting. It's a little dated, like this was from 10 years ago, but I think it's still interesting. Several studies about how people read in print and online have concluded that online readers tend to scan rather than read an article completely. Studies called eye track studies tested readers by using specially fitted glasses to track their movement. People will read a story online thoroughly if they are interested in it. This is a major change from the past thinking that web readers only scanned for stories. The code of ethics, I thought this was good to talk to you guys about. Seek truth and report it as fully as possible. Be transparent. Engage the community. Jacob Nielsen is a leading expert on web usability, has concluded for many years that web readers are primarily scanners, not the in-depth readers. They generally only take time to read about 28% of the words on a page. Thus, the first 2 words of headlines and links are critical. However, one of his studies in 2013 concluded that sometimes users will switch from scanning to reading if they are interested in the content and if the page design is easy to navigate with good headlines and subheads, good headings and subheads. In general, online readers don't spend much time on a web page after scanning headlines, keywords, and links. Readers will only take 3 seconds to decide whether to continue reading, according to a Yahoo digital style guide. So linear versus non-linear. Embedded or external links. Should you include links within the text of your story or at the end? In the past, most web designers, usability experts recommended that links be placed on the side or at the end of a story. But yeah, you want links in your article. Not for the sake of it, as we will learn, but when it makes sense. Story planning, if you plan to create a multimedia package or website, you should plan for photos, audio, video, and graphic elements. Timelines, does the story lend itself to background created as a timeline? Frequently asked questions. Would a question answer format be a good way to present the story or accompany it? There is, oh, never mind. Interactivity. Will the story feature a discussion question, poll, quiz, searchable databases, maps, social media, lists or data for full coverage, multimedia, related links, email addresses of reporters or Twitter handles? We sometimes will include that at the end of a web story. Of course, social media links. Reporting for the web. Good reporting is similar in any medium, but you need some additional tools in reporting for the web. Plan for full coverage. Be prepared to report your story for text delivery and for audio or video elements. Equipment. Have your basic equipment ready for you. Could be notebook, pens, paper, could be digital camera, could be recorders, audio recorders, could be cameras. Timelines. When you are covering a major disaster or crime event, mark your notes with time periods for a timeline that might be posted for the web. Email reporting. Email is a good way to reach people and get limited information. Face-to-face or telephone interviews are still preferable. Check accuracy and timeliness, updates, and follow-up stories. So, anatomy of a news story on the web. So this uses an example from the news press in Fort Myers, Florida. A 2-year-old child had discovered the bodies of his parents, both 25, who had been murdered in their home. It was a chance for the newspaper to demonstrate its commitment to breaking news online. Here are here's an explanation for how the paper handled the story. Announce the news as soon as possible. In this case, the news press posted the breaking news at 4:47 p.m. and mentioned an upcoming news conference. Update in increments. Tell when there is more to come. The next information was posted on the web at 5:30 p.m., alerting viewers that news press would soon be posting tapes of the police interviews shortly. Promote within the site. In this case, the promotion said the tapes mentioned before are live online now.